course, the majority of South Africans safely enjoyed their festive season, but at least 5 people drowned on New Year's Day in several incidents across the country. The National Sea Rescue Institute says most of the drownings over the festive season happened at beaches without lifeguards. Well, joining us with the latest is the Institute spokesperson, Craig Lamanon. Craig, a very good morning to you and thanks for your time. I mean, overall, in terms of beach safety and safety at sea, how did we fare?
So obviously we're saddened by the loss of life, the people that have died in incidents around the coastline. But it does appear that most of the incidents that happened at beaches that aren't protected by lifeguards, and they're not protected by lifeguards for various reasons. But there's plenty of beaches where lifeguards are on duty, and anyone can just simply go to a beach to know if there are lifeguards there or not. And the beaches protected by lifeguards, the lifeguards can be commended for having minimal incidents at the beaches that are protected. But we also commend the public who have responsibly gone to those beaches and swum only there and then where the lifeguards are actually on duty. So it does appear at this stage that there have been less incidents than in previous years, and we can contribute that to a responsible behaviour of the public and the excellent work that lifeguards, law enforcement officers, organisations like the NSRI, the police and emergency service have conducted themselves really extremely well over this very busy time.
Well, it certainly does seem like you did have some success stories and mostly South Africans behaving themselves at the beach, Craig. But let's talk about those incidents where we did see the drownings, and while we have no numbers yet, but what would you say was the main reason? Is it people just not caring that there were no lifeguards, or maybe not knowing that they were not supposed to be swimming at these beaches? Was alcohol involved? Any idea as to what led to those tragedies where those happened?
So it continues to remain where the greatest cause of drowning around the South African coast are rip currents. And rip currents are unpredictable. They form at different places constantly throughout the day. If you're at a beach where lifeguards are on duty, they're looking out for where those rip currents are and putting their flags away from the rip currents. If you go and swim at a beach where there are no lifeguards on duty, you're pretty much putting yourself in harm's way, because you could be swimming right in the middle of a rip current and not even realize it until you're being swept out to sea. So it is sad that those incidents have happened. It continues to be a concern that people are launching craft onto water without wearing life jackets and not physically putting their life jackets on while they're out on their boats or small craft while they're on water. And there sadly has been a couple of incidents, really extremely tragic incidents that have happened where people have fallen out of boats or boats have capsized, and people without life jackets on have ended up losing their lives. And obviously we're not out of danger yet. We are now in the new moon spring tide. That obviously means the higher the normal high tide, the lower the normal low tide. We're still expecting a lot of people on our beaches because schools and universities are still on holiday. Everybody remains on high alert to respond to emergencies, but we continue to urge the public to go to beaches, swim at beaches, where and when the lifeguards are on duty.
Now, I also see, yes, when it comes to those success stories, more than 20 lives are saved, and then those are the ones that we just actually know of to date on our beaches. And we know before the holidays, Craig, you went on a big drive about the pink buoys that were in the water. How much did that help, if you have to look back now on those life-saving efforts?
Yeah, so there's actually two things there. We took the Melkbos Strand beach as a model, where NSRI have got lifeguards on Melkbos Strand beach itself. And on New Year's Day alone, 21 successful rescue operations between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And that's really, there weren't any tragic incidents at that beach, no serious injuries. That's proactive life-saving on a beach where lifeguards are on duty and physically watching the public and being able to rescue them immediately as they get into difficulty. It's called early rescue, and that's what we aim at. Where there aren't lifeguards on duty, the NSRI have attempted to put these pink buoys around the coast. These pink buoys are unique to the NSRI. You can't find a pink buoy anywhere else in the world. Only the NSRI have pink buoys. There's been 21 successful rescues using pink rescue boys. That's Good Samaritan bystander rescues, using a pink buoy that they find on the beach to either throw it to the person in trouble or swim out to the person in trouble if they're good swimmers. And there's been 21 success stories in just over a year now. And we're continuing to urge the public to have buy-in with this pink rescue buoy project, because it is something that's unique to South Africa, unique to the NSRI, and it belongs to the South African public.
All right, thanks very much for your time. Craig Lambert on there just telling us, although we've had successes over the holidays, it's not time to relax. If you are heading out to the beaches, you still need to be careful. Thanks very much for your time.